Okay, today, the update. All right, I just want to go back and talk about the floods. I believe there was a flood first it was in Texas, the Carolinas shortly after again, and then I think Texas flooded again shortly after. I believe Vegas had a crazy vortex, dust windstorm. There was supposed to be something pulsating off the coast of Oregon. Then Alaska had a major 7.2 off of the Aleutian Islands. Okay, what else happened? I think Chicago flooded a week or two after that. Everyone's talking about FEMA and how they didn't. I can't see that having anything to. Maybe I don't know. I won't get into the political part, but no one talked about this. And let me bring this up really quick. And per Bill Nye, Professor Bill Nye, he claimed, not word for word, but I do remember him saying somewhere that this is a 1 in 1,000 year flood. That's all I'm saying. Now, someone brought to my attention also that weather manipulation may have had something to do with it. And I was hesitant to think about that at first. And then I checked it out. And the source that gave me the information is credible. But I always have to see for myself. Just as everyone's waiting for me to slip up, I always want to know what I'm talking about, for the most part, and not what I think. And what I came up with, I choose not to confirm. Now, what I was trying to get at, and this is where I end, I believe briefly before the floods, definitely before all of the other ones outside of Texas, and even the vortex that occurred in Las Vegas that ripped trees out of the root system and blew over everything and dusted everything and caused maybe 30,000 something people to be without power for a while. The meteor that was spotted as far east as Florida and the Carolinas and Virginia, on through the southeast, through Georgia, Alabama. I had a list. But it was last spotted in Scott, Louisiana, which is right outside of Lafayette. I want to say it's west of Lafayette and east of Alexandria. I'll just say something like that. Along the southern portion of Louisiana, right there in the middle, probably in the middle belt, right before that panhandle, right below the panhandle, but not too far deep into New Orleans. Everyone knows about where Lafayette, Louisiana is. It's not quite down in that bayou portion, but it is a beautiful part of Louisiana that's not super wet or bayou-ish, if I'm correct. Okay. So my point is, scientifically, could that have had anything to do with? And if it was only last spotted in Scott, Louisiana, at a certain time, could it have had anything to do with the flood? And could it have had anything to do with what happened in Las Vegas? I don't know. Y'all tell me now. I'm just saying the orbit. I mean, all of that is like, it's not too far off. And I don't know if meteorites go like this too. You know, if they veer to the right or veer to the left. I know they eventually drop, right? Or do they even do this? I don't know if they skip. I don't know what they do. Do they tumble? I don't know if they hit some, like, do they hit some pocket of cold air or do they maybe they split apart and one portion goes this way, another, I don't know how that works. I'll have to get back with you all on that after I talk to Neil deGrasse Tyson. But anyway, that's what I wanted to cover. No one's talking about that. I'm not a scientist, but I do think. And what I think is someone needs to factor that in and let you all know what that means and how that could have affected or not affected that. Prove me wrong, scientists.